Hi, this is Matt Yoder with Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address is yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Friday, March 26, 2021. The address we're inspecting today is 3818 Northeast Alameda Street, Portland, Oregon 97212. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the basement cleanout. The equipment being used today is the Rigid Sea Snake. This is one of the best sewer cameras on the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, it will be noted some age sewer pipes made out of clay, concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Orangeburg may be in good working order and may never have had a clogged or sewer backup before. However, the real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspections must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made of cast iron, ABS, 3034, or HDPE pipe with all appropriate fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommends replacing any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. We are in an ABS clean out, and immediately we transition to cast iron. So right from the get-go, we would recommend having a sewer scope performed every couple of years, keeping an eye on things. And I think you have to go into this knowing that because of the age, this will most likely need some sort of updating or improvement in the future. And we'll keep our fingers crossed that it just keeps on going and going. But most likely we'll need some updating. So almost kind of go into it knowing that it should be considered like a deferred cost item. Even working today, we'll want to monitor and then may have to do something with it at some point in the future. We're getting some good, no, never mind. We've transitioned to concrete there. A little bit of marginal pitch through this area. I'm thinking that it runs to the backyard. We'd recommend inquiring with Portland Maps. Make sure there's, as precaution, there's not a shared line noted in the neighborhood or anything like that, and then to find the exact direction of the pipe. There is a bit of a water belly there. We'll be curious to see what happens after on the pullback, when we turn off the water, drain everything out, and see how it reacts. But we go a little bit flat at about 24 feet. And then we pop out of it there. There's lots of debris in it too, which is definitely slowing down some of the water and could be aiding in the standing water. So about 3 feet of standing water there. We may have met our match on this corner here. it's jagged, it's old concrete, and it's wanting to just catch the camera head there. Too many sharp turns so far.
I'm gonna try and push it like that.
Sure. And you can tell by the jaggedness on those turns, it's definitely showing its aging. Definitely showing some aging and wear. It's showing its age. Some deterioration of the joints. So every section of where two sections of pipe come together, there's aging and wear. So again, one more reason to consider this like a deferred cost. Kind of what I'm talking about there. You can see the deterioration in the joints where the two sections of the pipe come together. So it's definitely showing its age. And we're going to drop into the city lateral at about 80 feet. So it must run through the backyard. Around the fence line area.
Yeah, someone thought it went to the front.
It's possible. Tracing it through here and all those turns is pretty tricky. Yeah. So again, we recommend inquiring with sellers, Portland City maps, all that, just to find the exact direction of the pipe. Hard to tell when you're pushing on your hands and knees through a clean out in the laundry room here, the basement. Tell which direction we're coming out, but we recommend inquiring about that. As precaution, there were several other lines coming in. I imagine that it's old cast iron rain drains tying in. There's some in the front yard, there's some in the backyard. But again, just as precaution, doing a little bit of research, make sure there isn't known party lines in the neighborhood or in the area. Again, just as precaution. I didn't see anything that looks like that. They were all smaller lines that tied in, and most likely rain drains, storm drains, etc., etc. But we'd recommend before closing doing a little bit of research on direction of the pipe and that sort of stuff. We're going to turn off the water. We're going to drain everything out. We're going to look at the pipe one more time in reverse. There was about a 3-foot water belly was the only thing that we see right now that may need some additional inspection or attention. So we're going to turn off the water, drain everything out, look at the pipe one more time in reverse. If with the water off everything drains out of there, or half of it, 3/4 of it drains out, then we're feeling a lot better about things and we're back to the original recommendation. And just something to keep in mind is that this is an older cast iron and concrete pipe. It's showing its age and wear, and will most likely need some updating in the future. We'd recommend having a sewer scope performed every year or two, keeping an eye on that, and then again, like I said, going into this knowing that it'll most likely need some modernizing at some point. And we just got a burst of water through there, so it does make me think that there's the possibility of a shared line. Nobody's here, nobody's running water, dishwashers are not on, washing machines are not on, and we just had somebody flush a toilet and a bunch of water ran through here. So I am thinking more that there could be a shared or party line. Big burst of water just came through here. And then also, where I thought we were entering into the lateral, I'm not so sure anymore. As we come around here, the way and we'll have to wait till the water drains out again because you just can't tell. But with the water off, you can see some pretty good separations in this pipe, and you can also see a little bit of roots.
Yeah. Definitely at the end of its useful life.
Yeah. Yeah, someone's running a ton of water.
I hear water.
That's
that
the radon
okay.
fan that you're hearing, yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna change up our recommendation here. So, as we turned off the water, we were looking at this area, and then now it looks like somebody is running some ongoing water. So, again, we do feel that there is a shared or a party line in the neighborhood. In most cases in Portland, they are recommending that those be separated. If not now, then in the future, it would most likely need some separation. But again, we want to inquire with the owners and city regulations to see what does it mean to have a shared line or a party line in this neighborhood. Each neighborhood is a little bit different. Is it need to be separate? Does it need to be separated now? Is it going to need to be separated in the future? Because all of that stuff is expensive. We just want to know what we're getting into. Also, as we come down here, where I thought we were into the lateral, we're getting close, but we're in like an aggregate concrete, and you can see the rocks. You can see some pretty good cracking. We had a really good look before the neighbors started running the water, or whoever's running water through these lines. We had a really good look at the deterioration, the cracking, and then there's also some root intrusion here at around 80 feet. So lots and lots of aging and wear in this pipe. Combination of shared line is what it looks like. Some cracking, separation in the aggregate piping, some root intrusion. So the combination of all of this stuff does fail the sewer line. We'd recommend further evaluation and repair replacement as needed by a licensed and qualified drain repair specialist. So we'd recommend taking the video and the report, passing it on to a drain repair specialist to identify the direction of the pipe, the areas of damage, and to make suggestions for improvement, updating, replacement. Because of the deterioration and the wear in this, I mean, and then I guess, a shared line, like I said, in most cases will need to be separated. So kind of a lot going on with the sewer pipe, a lot of information that we still need to get. But again, the sewer line does fail inspection based on the combination of all of this sort of stuff.